Hey guys, Ed with Solomon's Landscape here again. Just wanted to do a quick video now that it's finally cooled down to a bearable fall-like weather here in upstate South Carolina. It's leaf season, so pumpkin spice everything, even leaves I think are pumpkin spice flavored now. So go ahead and get your pumpkin spice kick out of the way since we're almost done that. I think we got another month and a half or so of pumpkin spice everything. I think even bacon might be pumpkin spice by now. I don't know. I have to check on that. But just wanted to do a quick video on leaves. Obviously, we're starting to get the leaf season. I noticed last week that they were starting to fall. Grass isn't growing as much, and so leaves. Well, they're so much fun. No, not at all. They're like my least favorite thing, I think, in one of the least favorite tasks that we perform. We do perform that task, but really I wanted to talk to you today about how to, or what to do with those leaves when they fall. So some of the things that we actually do with our maintenance company is we do basically, I guess we could call it a three-pronged approach. Fancy word right there. But essentially we will, if it's a light amount of leaves on the grass, we'll actually mulch those up with our mowers. We actually have a mulching mower, mulching kits on our mowers, and so we're able to mulch those leaves into fine particles. And I know if it gets really thick, potentially what happens is if you leave them on the grass, it can basically shade it out too much and kill it. So potentially we'll actually mulch up as much as we can, leave as much as we can on site. With that said, if it's a light leaf set, we'll leave it in the grass. If it's very heavy, if we don't have room in the beds, like the mulch beds or anything like that, to use the mowers to mulch leaves in the beds, what we'll do is we'll mulch it up in the grass. Sometimes we'll mulch it up in parking lots on our smaller commercial properties, and then we will blow it back into mulch beds. Since it's just leaf dust, fine leaf dust, which actually is really good for the soil and for the plants. Just actually adds nutrients back to the soil, and it's fine enough. Essentially, it becomes a mulch because it just pounds it and crushes it into small little pieces, and so essentially you're not really looking at leaves, and it's not really going to blow much because it's much heavier. So that's couple of the ways that we deal with it. Mulch as much as we possibly can. Some of the other ways that we do deal with that is, like I said, we actually mulch in bed areas if we have a large enough space. We'll mulch them in the grass and leave it there if it's not a light leaf mulch mold, or we'll mulch it in the grass and then blow it back in the beds. Some of the other ways that we take care of that really is the next really best way to do that is to haul off and remove the leaves from site, and we haul it off in our trucks. Now sometimes we can do that, sometimes we can't do that, and depending on the property, depending on the amount of leaves, depending on the size of space we try to avoid doing that because we do have to pay for our debris, number one, and number two is actually it is, like I said, very healthy for the soil. So we do everything we possibly can to leave on site. Sometimes we'll mulch as much as possible, and if we're not able to, we'll break them up into piles and pick them up that way, or we'll break them up in piles. We also not only pick them up via tarp, but we pick them up. We also have a lawnmower with a bagger that comes and picks it up, and we dispose of them that way. Again, like I say, best thing to do is try to keep them on property. Mulch them in the grass if it's not very thick, or if you do mulch them in the grass, it's too thick, we'll blow it back into the mulch beds, and that way you have a nice layer of leaf mulch, which is very, very good for the plants. So that's kind of how we deal with leaves. Lots of blowing, lots of moving them around, but essentially our goal is to keep them on site if possible. And if not, like I say, last case scenario, we do haul them off on site. In fact, there's some properties that we have where there's one big large bed that will actually pick up the leaves with a bagger, and then dump them in the bed area that we have spaced, and we'll come in after that and mow the piles down into just leaf mulch into this one big bed. just because it's so heavy for the grass that the grass can't take the mulching. And so, but yeah, there's, like I said, there's several ways to do it. And happy raking, happy blowing. And well, enjoy this season and weather as well. It's going to get cold soon, but at least we'll have hopefully a few short weeks of nice 70, 75 degree weather. Hopefully it doesn't get too wet on us. And enjoy your pumpkin spice bacon. Thanks. Have a great day.